Hi, all. This is poetry share number 2, trying the technology in another way so that my voice can live in SoundCloud with that community that I think is a little bit stingy in listening to my offerings without reciprocity. I was thinking about that and a friend and thinking we tip our baristas, we tip the people that cut our hair and clip our nails, we tip people that give us food. There's so many people that we tip that we offer our gratitude for, and it's so confounding to me as a human, as a person, as someone who has endured so much, who has shifted and alchemized and transformed, growing myself up, maturing, and doing my very best to offer services from my heart to your heart, to you beautiful listeners who, for some reason, don't feel inclined to tip after receiving services of the heart, of the spirit, calling you out, calling you forward, because the work I'm doing won't shift. It will be in service to life, to God, to my heart and yours. And it would be incredibly supportive and helpful if you might consider a contribution in any way, shape, or form. $1, $3, $10, $55. What's the value, my loves, in listening and having your emotions touched, having energy shifted, having yourself loved deeply and fully as you are, where you are in your own journey? Maybe it will shift, maybe it won't shift. Maybe you sound clouders. I will make that entire playlist private. I don't want to. I want to keep it open. I want to keep it spreading like an incredibly purposeful wildfire. Hearts aflame in this ascending reality. Can we keep supporting each other along the way? This is a super long intro for a new offering, poetry sharing, to help harmonize and balance out the shit that's online, the heaviness, the darkness, the downward spiral, the pulling at your consciousness in a negative way. May this input serve to expand you, to inspire you, to open your hearts, to open your minds, to give you the courage and companionship and sense of communion you might need along the way when the parts of your journey and the depths of your forest get very scary, very lonely, with a sense of isolation or abandonment or betrayal, even when you feel so heavy, you feel like you may not be able to go on. Take another breath and you think about hurting yourself. You think about exiting this matrix, this life, this reality. Well, my loves, I understand that space. I have been there myself more than once in my own lifetime. And I have a depth of compassion for you if, as a listener, that's where you are. This Mary Oliver poem is for you. It has served me deeply and greatly when I came in contact with it quite some time ago. I pray and I hope that it will serve you just now. One day you finally knew what you had to do and began, though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice, though the whole house began to tremble and you felt the old tug at your ankles. Mend my life, each voice cried, but you didn't stop. You knew what you had to do, though the wind pried with its stiff fingers at the very foundations, though their melancholy was terrible. It was already late enough and a wild night, and the road full of fallen branches and stones. But little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds, and there was a new voice, which you slowly recognized as your own. It kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. Thank you, Mary Oliver. Thank you, poets. Thank you, artists. Thank you, music makers, sound makers, those who are touched, those who have the courage to express from deep within, from another place in time to serve the spirit. We need you now more than ever, expressing your heart's passions. May this journey serve as some kind of medicine for you and your own journey. I love you. I care about you, and I wish you well.